no disadvantage. So what I'm going to be talking about is going to be completely vital for you as a person. So let's get into it. So to start off with, if you're in a situation where you feel sad, you feel depressed, or you feel super anxious, let's put a hold on the past if you're depressed. Let's put a hold on the future if you feel anxious. Let's just put a complete hold on both those things. Because I'm going to tell you the truth. Both those things don't matter at all right now. That's the number one thing that you have to understand. Both those things don't matter. I know it could be hurtful. I know it could be traumatizing if you've been through trauma in the past and you're worried about how it might affect the future. You might feel both, anxious or depressed. But I'll say this. Put a hold on both those things. That's step number one. And for number two, regardless of where you are on your journey, right? Regardless if, let's say, you're 40 years old, or you're 60, or 25, whatever, and you look at your age and you tie that with what you did, and you're severely unhappy with your life decisions and your life story. Well, let's look at this like a game, right? Let's look at this like a game of chess. Let's say you're in a losing position, right? But you're still in the game and you still have a chance to win the game. Because if there's a will, there's a way. So if there's still pieces left on your chessboard, which is your time on here, because we don't know how long we're going to be on here, on this planet, right? You could be, like I said, when it comes to age, you could be 20 years old, but guess what? You never know. Your last day might be tomorrow. Or you could be 40 years old and you could live for 60 more years, right? So that's what I said before, reiterating the first step, which is put a hold on the past, put a hold on the future. And look at the best move you can make right now, even if you're unhappy. Because, right, like, just in general, the whole point is to win the game, right? It doesn't matter during the game if you're losing and you're in a losing position. At the end of the day, it's going to be about if you won. And if you look at the best move you can make right now, even though you felt like you were losing, because when it comes to life, it's all about perspective, 100%. When it comes to chess, it's all about what's going on. Because you could be in a losing position, but somehow that could lead you to victory. So let's look at that. What's the best move you can make right now? Analyze that. Because we all know what we should be doing, and we all know the best thing we could do. And if you don't know, I would say look at what you need. What you need is the best move. For an example, if you're someone that's an example, if you're not happy with your body, right? Boom, that could be the first step. Your first step could be to get in shape and go to the gym and eat right. That's putting yourself in a winning position. Or if you're not happy with your finances, learn about finances. Because when it comes to finances and when it comes to working, because regardless of where you are when it comes to your wealth, it's all about how you work and what you do for work, right? And if you're not happy with what you do, a lot of times, I'm going to tell you the truth, you won't be happy when it comes to that, because hard work in general, or getting a reward, like something like money, or achieving something in your fitness goals, the work is not going to be fun, right? It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be tough. But the number one thing is to get the reward from it, to get to a certain checkpoint. Because there's always a continuation. We're never finished, as long as we're living. So find out what it is that you need, whether it's something in the finances, whether it's something within your fitness journey, whether it's something you could help somebody else. For example, whatever it is that you need, go do. Internally, we all know what we need. For example, we all need to be healthy, because without health, you can't do anything. So if you're not healthy, for example, boom, let that be the thing that you do, and make that your move. Put your best foot forward and move the piece, and boom, you got it right there. And if you're someone that's currently in pain and you feel completely horrendous, I'm gonna say this: pain is a part of the story, and is what makes the story amazing. Because if you don't have pain, what story do you have? There's a lot of these people that they live this perfect life that was planned out for them, and this and that, but they have no character, they have no personality, they're a complete zombie. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying, like, if you don't have a unique journey that involves different things, like pain is super vital in order to have a unique story. Like, if you look at all the superheroes in their world, in their universe, they're unique more than anybody. If you look at the story of Batman, there's not every civilian is Batman. There's only one Batman. But guess what? His parents got killed right in front of him. Right? That traumatizing pain that was unique to him, that majority of people don't go through. But guess what? That's what makes him unique, and that's what makes him Batman. And going through that traumatizing pain, it can make you better than everybody else, because you have so much motivation, because you went through something so hard and painful, that it can elevate you through everybody. Could be through everybody, because you know what it's like to feel down and worse than everybody. Think about that for an example. Like, imagine being in that position like Batman, where both your parents get killed right in front of you. As a kid, you would probably feel less than everybody. You'd feel more hurt than everybody. But he took that pain and made something out of himself. He became someone far superior than everybody else. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being amazing. There's nothing wrong with being great. So whatever pain you have in your life that's completely traumatizing and sad or hurtful or whatever it is, take it and make something out of it. And all that together will be no disadvantages, because everyone's life is different, because not everyone has the same exact upbringing. There's some people that may have been lucky to have two parents and have their life set out for them already. Some people that are lucky like that. But the disadvantage with that is that can really hurt you as a man, because that's a really soft life. It's soft because there's no pain involved, and there's no story, and it's boring, and it's so regular, like everything else. It's not unique. You know what I mean? Like, the reason we watch these superhero movies and we see them is because the story's unique. It's different than everybody else. Nobody's like that. You know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna, like, if they made a superhero that grew up rich, went and did the same exact plan of life like everybody else, and he was just a civilian, and there was no story, and he did nothing different, nobody would watch that movie. Or maybe people would, and nowadays people watch anything, but I know I wouldn't be watching something that boring. So yeah, take the pain, make something beautiful out of it, and it'll be no disadvantage. I love and appreciate all of you, and we out.